All right, it's Mosjaro once again. Of course, you're welcome to my channel. It's the first time. If it's the first time of all you watching video here, please do yourself a favor. Do where to subscribe. Turn on the notification button so you get to see some short videos that will help you in your examination. So quickly, the videos are usually short here. Reason being that I like going straight to the point without wasting much time at all. But today, this question here is coming from the aspect of what of biology. So call your neighbor, call your friend, call Namdi, call Ndidi, and come and check this out. Now, of course, as we are bringing the answer to the question, we'll be analyzing it step by step. So it's not just looking at the answer. We're looking at why the answer is what is like that. Quickly, let's jump into it. Now, this question, barely looking at it, is coming from one important aspect of what of biology that if you're preparing for the UTME exam, that you must pay attention to. Talking about the word, the transport word system. Now, we're going to be analyzing the major topics that you need for your UTME. So you know you're preparing for the 2026 UTME examination. Do well to what to follow my videos here back to back. Now, let's begin to check it out. Now, they said that the chamber of the mammalian heart, now they're talking about the heart here, with the thickest wall is the dash. We have the right ventricle, we have option B, the left ventricle, option C, the right auricle, then option D, the left what? Auricle. Now they're asking us which part of the mammalian heart is the what is the thickest. Now before we jump into the question, so that we don't jump into the well, we have to be very careful. What does the heart do? Of course, the heart is just like a pumping machine. What does it do? It pumps blood. Now it pumps blood to all parts of the body, and of course, because it's involved, so let's bring it out. It's involved in the what? In the pumping of what? Of blood. Now remember, the major function of the blood is to transport what oxygen to transport oxygen to cells. Now, that's why the blood have to get to the what to the cells, carrying oxygen to them. Now, apart from the fact that you have known that the heart pumps blood, and of course the heart is an organ. Don't forget that. Now, there's a membrane that protects the mammalian heart, and what membrane is that? That membrane is regarded as it was as the pericardial membrane. You must be very careful. So the pericardial membrane is the membrane that protects the heart. Now, in our body, majority of the organs are being protected by what? By membrane. For instance, put this at the back of your mind that the pleural membrane protects the what? Protects the lungs. Be very wise. The pleural membrane protects the lung. But when it comes to the pericardial membrane, is the membrane that protects the what? That protects the heart. Now, this pericardial membrane, let's leave the lung out of it first. Now, this pericardial membrane contains a fluid known as the what? Known as the pericardial what? Fluid. Now, this pericardial fluid is very important because it asked in examination before. The pericardial fluid acts as dash. It acts as a what? A shock absorber during what? Heartbeat. Now, talking about the heartbeat again, you must know that the heart beats 72 times in a minute. But on an average, not when dog is chasing you at night, so you have to be very careful. So on average, not when there's an high adrenaline rush. So when there's a high adrenaline rush, the heartbeat tends to do what? Increase. Now remember, there's something that we need to say here, that there are two processes that occurs during what? Heartbeat, known as the what? The systole and the what? And the diastole. Now we're going to look at it one way or the other, but be very careful. There are two processes that occurs during what? Heartbeat. They ask it in exam: the systole and the what? And the diastole. Sharp, 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 sharp. Now look at it now. Coming back to the heart now. Remember, we have said just now. Now, from this question they brought out, you must know that the mammalian heart is a what? Is a four-chambered heart. And not to say we get four hearts, to not disgrace yourself. It's a four-chambered heart. That means we have one heart, but it's made of what? Four chambers. Now we need to compare this very fast with some other animals. For instance, talking about the world, hey, this thing don't fall. This thing they try me. Now look at it. Now come back to the videos very fast. Now we need to know that we have what? We have Pisces. Talking about the fish, then we have what? Amphibians. Now you forget waiting now. Now you forget the frog, the toad, and the salamanders. Now you forget. Of course, we have the reptiles. Now let's compare. Let's compare these guys. We have the what? The toad, the Pisces, the reptiles. Now, why are we comparing them? We are comparing them because we said that mammals have what? Four-chambered heart. Now, if mammals have four-chambered heart, what about the other animals? Now, I'm going to check out. Sharp, time no day. Now, this Pisces is having a what? Two-chambered heart. One auricle and one ventricle. Now, amphibians have three-chambered hearts. That's why amphibians is on that question. Which of the following undergo partial double circulation? Now, what about circulation? Movement of blood to cells and back to the heart here and there. Now, there are different types of circulation. We have the open circulation, which is found in insects. You have to be very careful. Open circulation is found in insects. Now, closed circulation is found in mammals or animals where blood flow through what? Blood vessels, and the blood is not in direct contact with the what? With the cells. Now, listen to what I said just now. There are different types of circulation. We have open circulation found in insects, found in arthropods. Let me be specific. Found in arthropods. Now we have closed circulation where the blood flows through blood vessels and the blood is not in direct contact with the cell. Now you have to pay attention to that device. Now we also have pulmonary circulation where the blood flows through to the lungs and back, and we have systemic circulation. Now we also have single and double circulation. Now, humans, mammals undergo what? Double circulation. But these amphibians undergo partial double circulation because they are of their heart chamber. Remember, we said Pisces have two heart chamber. I not say they have two hearts. Amphibians have three heart chamber. Reptiles also have three heart chamber. But there's a reptile that has four-chambered heart. And who be that? That guy in a crocodile, very dangerous guy. Now he has four-chambered, and who they said that he want to compare himself with mammals. Now he has four-chambered hearts, but he's still a reptile. Now let's come back to our question now, what they're asking us, so that we don't forget the question. But look at what we do here. We try to analyze the points as the question comes in. So we don't just look at the answer, we analyze the points. So let's hit it hard. Now let's go. Now they said the chamber of the mammalian heart with the thickest wall is the dash. Now mammalian heart has four chambers. Now it's a four-chambered heart. Now let's represent it like this very, very fast. This side that is you are looking at it, that is your left, is the what? Is the right auricle. We have the right ventricle. Then this other side that is your right is the what? Left auricle and the left ventricle. Now, quickly, without wasting much time making the videos too long, you have to be wise again that the left part of the heart, now this part now, they are looking at it as the right, is the left part of the heart. This part is thicker than the right part. Let's go. Now, if we have said that, now quickly put this at the back of your mind that this in this left part that is the thickest, the left ventricle is thicker in the sense that it's involved in what we call systemic circulation one, and again pumps blood with a very high force, high pressure to other parts of the world of the body. Now I need to say this very, very quickly. Now this question will come out in the exam. In UTM, you usually see it in questions that the left portion of the heart contains what? Oxygenated blood. Now you ask yourself, what is oxygenated blood? Oxygenated blood is blood that contains what? That contains oxygen, that been combined with oxygen. Now remember, we said the major function of the blood is to transport what? Oxygen. But the blood has other functions. For instance, there's part of the red blood cell that fights against foreign substance, and of course there's the plasma that carries the digested food particles, and of course we have the platelets that involve in clotting of blood, but it's the red blood cell that helps to transport what? Oxygen, in the sense that it possesses what? The oxygen carrying pigment, which is what? Hemoglobin. So many points here and there. That's why you have to play the video over and over again. And of course, you get to jot down the points here. Very, very important. Now, quickly. Now, the right portion of the heart contains what? Deoxygenated blood. You see, so now this part contains deoxygenated blood. So what happens here is that the blood from all parts of the body, after the oxygen has been supplied, comes back to this right part. Then it's pumped to the lungs. Now the lungs, in the lungs, the blood get oxygenated, come back to this part. That's why we said humans undergo what? Double circulation. Now, before the blood is now pumped to other parts of the body. So obviously, the answer you're looking at here is what? Is B. So the left ventricle is the thickest part of the heart, in the sense that it pumps blood with what? With a very, very what? High pressure. Now, of course, you can see how we analyze the question. I'm on fire today. A lot of videos will be dropping out today, both for biology and of course for chemistry. But if you have any topic that you want me to throw questions or bring out questions from, you do well to tell me. Bro, quickly, these questions are coming out from the word effective compendium in biology. Now, this book is about topic by topic analysis, bringing out some points and some questions. Now, this channel will get to explain more on those questions, so you get to understand it fully. So if you want to grab a copy of this, just send a DM. Of course, my number is in my channel there. Anywhere you're in Nigeria, of course, you can get a copy for yourself. So quickly, in case you're not subscribed, please do it to subscribe, and always do it to share or leave a comment. My name is Mosjaro. Of course, I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.